Veda leading all the way, and Brian Uriarte watching what he was doing, where with whatever happens, and he says, I just do whatever I can at the time. And of course, you know, that's the previous lap we'd been on board with Brian looking back at David Gonzalez, who was going and picking just the right moment on the last lap to pass. Now this time it's exactly what happened yesterday. He didn't know coming down the back straight that and he couldn't do it. Well, he made it work this time. If they slow each other down, then Veda is going to disappear. Veda, who is watching Brian to see where the Spaniard is quickest.
Morelli's all...
David Gonzalez was going to outbrake himself, but he was positioned there just to take advantage. But the number 11 of David Gonzalez looking super determined in second, and is right on.
Also recovered then after being completely pushed wide a few laps ago now. He's kept it calm.
As he said, you know, I was braking super late, and when David went even deeper, you thought, well, something's on the tail of Veda Pratama now.
David Gonzalez 11th in. He's back up to 4th position. It's now a leading quartet. You've got Beñat Fernandez.
It's going to happen. He hung back and just nipped inside him to take the win. That was absolutely superb.
In the standings is the number 11 coming into this race. He's finished 3 out of 4 races, so leading the chasers just behind him. But how much tyre has he used up coming all the way from the back of the grid?
Stuff.
Brian, the last of the late breakers here as well in towards turn 8. He guards his line. So far, a very quiet Le Mans, just taking away a few points, but had a great start to the season back in Jerez. 8 towards the front now as they go 3 abreast again. David Gonzalez up the inside, pushed superbly, commanding out front. You can go off track there. That's blue. It's not green. That's all fine. 8 points coming away from that one. So, but this is, he's going to get a bit of a nosebleed here running this high up. Which is, I think, Veda Pratama quite wide. He does, can't push it, goes wide as well. So it's now, it's all starting to get a bit tasty now. Gonzalez pushed back a little bit. Mitani give a bit of, as we see, Tassini had a grid infringement, double long lap penalty. Oh dearie. Morelli into 3rd place, Veda in 4th.
Yes, and the number 11.
Pressure it. Oh, Veda.
Yeah, as I say, I think that is
knee.
Yeah, that's a messy way to start the race, isn't it? What a shame. Okay, and it doesn't. The announcement of Gonzalez has the lead. He was disappointed yesterday. He got pushed back to 5th. Still, Zen Mitani not fighting his way, not sticking his elbows out at the moment. No, why? I mean, he could have been in the wrong position or what? I have no idea. Well, we don't know exactly what he did wrong in the end, but he's having a superb ride this time in the dry. Morelli on the moment. There's 3 laps to go, 2.5 laps to go. I think as he's going to do the same as yesterday, but obviously he's done something. Okay, it's Veda Pratama, and then the 11 of David Gonzalez, 95 there, up into 2nd place. Takes that from Gonzalez. Uriarte has the. We're going to see his best on the last couple of laps. So it's still Brian Uriarte that leads over Brian Uriarte, and those trio, I think, are being caught by the 31 of Giulio Pugliese. Such in the lead.
Well, Danish set a 1:45.2 last time around. He's quicker than
Marco Morelli. David Gonzalez, disappointed not to win yesterday. So, and Hakim Danish on the number 13.
Carter Thompson there in 6th place with Sullivan. About the next 9 riders ahead of him. But is it going to be in...
We're determined to do it today.
Tell you what, Brian is Mounty up from 11th on the grid there in 7th as well, just off the back of this group, so we're really seeing it. Enough, he's still 1 second adrift from the chasing back, and he's got it all to do, bless him. He was yesterday the most cunning of all of them, wasn't he? I mean, that's what it's about when you're just preparing for anything to happen. Properly strung out, Peter. This is absolutely fascinating. I wonder what the conditions are like out. Come on, Hakim, you can find another gear. Crack on. It's all there for the taking as Morelli. You know,
that's right. But
he's got to take advantage. You're like a fox, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he was 40.
There, I mean, the pace being drilled out here. I mean, you got 2 riders out the top 3. Indeed, moves up into 2nd place now, ahead of Gonzalez.
And as I say, Morelli looking for his first. It was a battle of 4 men, and he was 4th at one point around that last lap yesterday.
201s. Most of the others, apart from Pugliese and Danish, they're in 202s. Everybody else.
Winner of the season. He's only been on the podium once. He can do better than that, and that's what he's trying to show us at the moment.
Yeah, really impressive. Well, it's all about to go off well and truly. Ramadeepa in the Nelson minimum 203, so it's just a red hot pace like the sun.
He's chasing Uriarte. He's ahead of Gonzalez and Pratama.
He had his first junior G background taken charge of the chasing pack. 4.5 seconds of gap now done out there at the moment from these leaders.
And pole time was 2:01.95.
P podium just a couple of weeks ago in Aragon. He had a wild card replacement ride in the Moto 3. Benyat Fernandez just behind him. Pugliese Famara into the top 10. Car pushing 10th. Thompson 11th.
And Veda Pratama has just done a 2:02. Yeah, 2:02.
World Championship as Veda goes bumper cars with Gonzalez.
Yeah, he could.
Plonk, Daniel Monignane are in that group as well.
And I think Veda's got to do 0, so he's almost on his pole time. David Gonzalez is underneath the pole time at 2:01.7. See Brian and them getting away at the front, and he doesn't want to let that happen. That was pretty hairy stuff. Do something different going down the back straight. And then up the inside comes Morelli to take the lead. But they both got away from it, or away with it. But it's given an advantage to Riata.
Well, this is absolutely fascinating then, and you can see
Brian Iriarte's third is David Gonzalez.
Goes straight back.
Yeah, he does. And Morelli in front.
Veda though, as he's got Daniel for company, looking up the inside right. Tani and Ramadeepa having their own little battle back in 8th and 9th on our timing screen, so it's a swap over from there.
Oh, and they're getting a ride back home, and it's good to see they're okay. Yeah, and I
find that Christian really wants to try and find a way to make a move at turn 8, but I just don't think. Got to give a shout out to Thompson and Mounsley. That's a good start for them. Thompson could have expected him to be.
I think Veda has got to do something a bit different, otherwise he will struggle. He won't,
It's particularly possible with that as Brian moves all the way over to the inside. This front group perhaps with his pace and qualification, but not today. Faster
down that back straight on the last lap. Right.
Gonzalez looks up the inside, but it's inside the track, and him and Morelli going toe to toe. Morelli keeps the lead. Daniel, last lap of the race goes to Hakim Danish on the back of this group, the number 13 Malaysian rider there. No, he doesn't. Well, he does a little bit because Brian squirts back up the inside there again. That's what we're talking about. The third. Pratama maintains 4th position. It's all on Peter. Penultimate lap. Doing very, very well indeed. Our championship leader, 4 second places so far this year. This is where you just can't imagine how close their wheels are to touching each other.
That's right.
It's just so time coming up. Gonzalez pushes Veda wide again. Let's see. He took his first Rookies Cup victory last year. Oh, as he nearly gets wiped out there by Extreme.
It is just a lap and a half remaining. Now, if
here we go then. 2 laps left of this absolute thriller. Oh no, he nearly took out there Giulio Pugliese. It was 31 on 13.
Mitani has anything left in his left shoulder. He's about to use
Spielberg.
Now, Brian said after the race yesterday that he knew he had something.
That was a tough move. So against turn 3 is not your stereotypical overtaking spot.
Because he's got to start making a play towards the front.